This is your gentle daily reminder that if you stand against Israel in this war, you side with Hamas. If you stand with Hamas, here are some things you get in the box: rapists, pedophiles, kidnappers, murderers, pathological liars, terrorists, jihadists, genocidal maniacs. As long as we're clear, there is no third side here. You either stand with Israel or you stand with Hamas. There is no option C. On top of that, standing with Hamas means standing with falsehoods and fabrications. It means you've fallen for the propaganda machine of a globally recognized terrorist organization. So let's be clear, so there are no misunderstandings. Contrary to what you've been told, here are some truths you might want to know about. 1. There has never in the history of the world been an Arab-Palestinian state. It never existed. Don't believe me? No problem. Tell me when this imaginary state was established, and tell me what the national anthem was. Don't bother Googling it. It never existed. And by the way, it never will either. 2. Israel is not committing genocide. Hamas, on the other hand, is proud to declare that its goal is indeed genocide. It wants every inch of Israel and all Israelis, plus every one of their Jewish brothers, dead. The ratio between Hamas terrorist and innocent civilian death in Gaza is unparalleled, and any military strategist will verify that. No army has ever done so much to minimize civilian death in a war. 3. Israel is the opposite of an apartheid state. Arabs have more rights in Israel than any Arab Muslim country, and that's a fact. There are Arabs and Christians living peacefully in Israel, millions of them actually. Remind me how many Jews live in any Arab country. Remind me what would happen if I, a Jew, would step foot in Gaza or any Palestinian village or town. For the Palestinians, the people who elected Hamas to lead them, do not want a state. They want dead Jews. They say it, we know it, and somehow the world keeps saying, nah, they don't mean it. Don't take their words seriously. How do I know they don't want a state? Because they had the opportunity to have one and rejected it time and time again, including in 2005, when Israel left Gaza completely and said to the Palestinian people, here you go, make a state. The result, October 7th. 5, you've been told to chant from the river to the sea. You've also been told to chant, globalize the Intifada. And finally, you've been told to chant ceasefire now. You should probably ask yourself how those messages coexist. Spoiler, they don't. They can't. They are contradictory messages. Also curious, which river and which sea are you chanting about? Hint, try opening a map. 6, Hamas committed the worst atrocities the world has ever known on October 7th. They don't hide it. Israel has the hard evidence, and if you are interested in the truth, it's easily accessible to you. Hamas does whatever it could to maximize civilian deaths, not only in Israel, but in Gaza too. It's a PR tool for them. They use human shields and surrounded themselves with innocent hostages. They know Israel won't kill innocent people. And they're right. 7, Palestinian terror has zero to do with the so-called occupation. The so-called resistance is only resisting one thing, the existence of Israel. Want proof? Sure. Before there was any occupation, Arafat established the PLO. What exactly was he resisting in 1964? Also see 1929, Arabs massacred Jews in Hebron. There was no occupation. There wasn't even an Israel. Arab terror against Jews has absolutely nothing to do with land and everything to do with Jew hatred. Ayin. The casualty numbers you're being fed are from Hamas. There is no other source. You're trusting a terrorist organization to provide accurate numbers. Really? 9. The only sexual violence perpetrated in this war is by Hamas. They not only raped innocent people, they made the families of those people watch the rapes. Fact. 10. Israel wants peace. In fact, there are still Israelis who, naively, still believe in a two-state solution even after October 7th. Israel wants peace. Hamas wants the opposite. Bottom line, choose wisely. There is only one moral and just side in this war. The other side is the modern-day Nazis. You side with Hamas, you'll have to take that to the grave and tell your grandkids that you chose pedophiles over peace-loving Jews who had one goal, to come home and live peacefully in their eternal homeland. By the way, if all that didn't convince you, don't forget that Israeli commanders lead their soldiers heroically while Hamas leaders hide in tunnels surrounded by women and children. Not only are you siding with genocidal maniacs, you're also siding with cowards hiding in their tighty-whities.